Welcome to Self-Made Motive, the home of powerful, motivational, and inspiring stories made to awaken your mindset, fuel your ambition, and remind you that success starts with believing in yourself. Every story here is created to inspire dreamers, hustlers, and future winners across the USA. Stay motivated, stay focused, become self-made, rejected by 27 companies. Ethan Walker sat quietly in a crowded subway station in Chicago, staring at the latest rejection email on his phone. "Thank you for applying. Unfortunately, we've decided to move forward with another candidate." He gave a small, tired smile. That was rejection number 27. At only 23 years old, Ethan already felt exhausted by life. Just 1 year earlier, he had graduated from college believing success would come if he worked hard enough. Like millions of young Americans, he dreamed of building a successful career, helping his parents financially, and finally proving to himself that he mattered. But reality hit differently. Every morning, Ethan woke up early, dressed professionally, and applied for jobs for hours. Marketing companies, startups, offices, retail stores. He tried everything. He rewrote his resume so many times that he practically memorized every word on it. Still, rejection followed him everywhere. "You lack experience. We found a better candidate. Not the right fit." At first, Ethan stayed hopeful. After the first few rejections, he kept saying, "It only takes one yes." But after months of failure, hope slowly turned into self-doubt. He stopped going out with friends because he couldn't afford restaurants anymore. His savings disappeared. Bills piled up on the kitchen counter of his tiny apartment. Some nights, dinner was nothing more than instant noodles and tap water. The hardest part wasn't being broke. It was feeling invisible. One evening, Ethan called his mother. "How's everything going?" she asked warmly. Ethan looked around his dark apartment and forced confidence into his voice. "Good. I think something big is coming soon." After hanging up, he sat in silence. Deep down, he no longer believed his own words. The next morning, rain poured across the city streets. Ethan walked aimlessly until he stepped into a small coffee shop to stay dry. He ordered the cheapest coffee on the menu and sat near the window. At the table beside him sat an older man typing on an old laptop covered in business stickers. After noticing Ethan's frustrated expression, the man smiled. "Long day?" Ethan laughed softly. "More like a long year." For some reason, Ethan shared everything. The 27 rejections, the fear of failure, the pressure, the embarrassment of feeling behind while everyone else seemed successful. The man listened carefully. Then he closed his laptop and said something simple but powerful. "Companies rejected your application. They didn't reject your future." Ethan stayed silent. The man continued. "Most people spend their lives waiting for permission to become successful. Don't wait. Create your own opportunity." Before leaving, the stranger wrote something on a napkin. "Stop asking the world to choose you. Choose yourself." That sentence changed Ethan's life. Instead of spending another day applying for jobs, Ethan decided to focus on a skill he genuinely loved: video editing and branding. Using his old laptop, he started creating short promotional videos for small businesses online. At first, nobody replied, but Ethan refused to quit. Then one local business owner gave him a small project worth only $25. Ethan treated it like a $1 million opportunity. He worked all night editing every detail perfectly. The client loved it. One project turned into 3. 3 became 10. Months passed. Ethan spent every free hour learning new editing techniques, studying storytelling, and improving his craft through free online tutorials. Slowly, his work started gaining attention. A year later, Ethan had built his own creative agency from his small apartment. Then one morning, he received an email invitation for a business partnership meeting. The company name made him freeze. It was one of the companies that had rejected him earlier. Ethan smiled quietly. Not because he wanted revenge, but because he finally understood something important. Rejection is not proof that you are worthless. Sometimes it's life pushing you toward something bigger. That night, Ethan walked through the same streets where he once felt hopeless. But this time, his head was held high, because the boy who once begged for opportunities had finally created his own future. Every setback is preparing you for a bigger comeback. If this story inspired you, make sure to subscribe to Self-Made Motive, where dreamers become doers and ordinary people build extraordinary lives. Your journey starts today. Stay focused, stay hungry, stay self-made.